In this movie recaps we are shown 3 ghosts. One of them is the ghost of the past who haunted people by showing their past, that what mistakes they made in their past life. The second ghost is from the present, who terrified people by showing their presence, that what mistakes they make in their time. And the third spirit is from the future, which shows what mistakes a person will commit in the coming time. These 3 spirits used to be human too, but after their death, the 3 became ghosts. Their job was to correct the mistakes of all the bad people on Christmas Day and scare them. Story begins. We are shown a girl alone in a cemetery. The ghost of the future comes there and shows the girl her grave. When the girl sees this, she gets very scared. He says, "I won't shout at people now, I won't even scold children." Meanwhile, the ghosts of the present and the past also come there. The girl has changed now, so she has one more chance to fix her life. The next day we are shown the same girl who was in the cemetery. Today was Christmas Day. Many children were playing in front of her house. He says nothing after seeing the children. He neither shouts nor gets angry with them. It means that the girl has completely changed now, and he starts playing with the kids. Suddenly everything freezes and stops there. 3 ghosts came there with their team. They were surprised to see a girl who had completely changed. Here we learn that these spirits had to turn an evil person into a good person every Christmas Day. One day a girl comes to the ghost office, who tells the ghosts of the present that you should leave this work, and you should come back to Earth and start your life again. The spirit of the present was ready for that too. Meanwhile, their boss comes there, who says, "Well, you can go to the ground, but first you have to do my job." Afterwards, the 3 ghosts go to the hotel. No one could see them there, and the hotel manager spoke very rudely to all the staff. But then a man walks by. His name was Clint. He also had his own media company. The ghost of the present sees that Clint was talking to the man on the phone in a great rage. He follows him. He came to the party while talking. There were also very big businessmen. There the ghost of the present gets all the information about Clint. She knows about him. From this, she learns that Clint is a very rich man. But he cheated people. He destroyed people's small businesses and made money off of them. They find out that Clint also had a sister, who died 5 years ago. He also had his sister's younger daughter. Clint was responsible for taking care of her, but he gave this job to his younger brother. After learning all this, the spirit of the present makes a decision that he would change Clint's life. After knowing all this, he tells his boss. The boss shows him Clint's file, on which was written unredeemable. It means it cannot be changed. The pot of his sins was filled. The spirit of the present says no, I'll replace it. His team watches over Clint all year, and finally, the month of December comes again. His sister's daughter comes to meet Clint's office. His sister's daughter says, "I want to apply for school elections. This is to become the school president. But there is a boy with me who is very famous. Everyone will vote for him, but I must defeat him at all costs." Clint listens to her and says, "That boy must have done something wrong in his life. We will expose his same mistake." Then the assistant who worked with Clint, he gets the video of the boy, in which he made negative remarks about the homeless, and she was going to show this video at school for Clint's sister's daughter to win the election. The assistant who was filming the video felt bad that she didn't do well with the boy when she put the video up. Then the ghost of the present comes before her. He says yes, you didn't do well, but the spirit of the present was surprised that she could see him. But here the assistant was only able to see the ghost of the present. She could not see the ghost of the past and the future. Assistant asks, "Who are you?" On which he says, "I am the ghost of the present. I show people their mistakes, and I'm here to correct Clint." When he hears that he came to fix Clint, then she starts laughing, and he says it's not possible. When Clint was at his house, a ghost comes there and says, "Today you will face the ghosts of the present, past, and future. They will show you your mistakes." But he felt it was just his bad dream. Then the ghost of the past comes and says, "I have come to take you to your past, show your old mistakes." But Clint likes the spirit. Whereupon the ghost of the past sends Clint to the ghost of the present and says, "I took it to the past but couldn't fix it." Now the ghost of the present takes him to Clint's childhood. He says, "I'm a ghost. I want to change you by showing your present and past." But Clint felt everything like a dream. After a while, Clint sees his childhood, his mother and siblings. He sees that his mother lied to him on his birthday. She said she brought him a dog as a present, but he ran away somewhere. With that, the younger Clint gets angry and walks out. Elder Clint was also watching all of this. He tells the ghost of the present that I remember it all. After that I became a bad person. Now she takes him to a party, where he shows him the future life of Clint, where Clint grew up now. He also liked the girl. One day his sister tells him that she is going to be a mother. She replies to her sister that you can never be a good mother, after which the spirit of the present shows him another incident from a past life, when he was talking to his boss in a meeting. There was news of a woman. Clint also cheated on this woman after the accusation. That is, all the wrongs that Clint has committed in his life. The spirit of the present was showing them all. Seeing all his mistakes, she asks him, "Who are you?" He says, "I am the ghost of the present. I was human before, but because of my mistakes, I turned into a ghost after death." Then the ghost of the present brings Clint on the same day, when his assistant provided the video of the boy. He says, "Look, your assistant doesn't like working with you either." Clint was now slowly realizing his mistakes as well. The spirit of the present shows him his greatest fault, when his sister was about to die. But Clint knew what was going to happen next. That's why he can't see everything. As he runs, he reaches the office of the ghost of the present, where he shows his folder to the ghost and says, "Look how many crimes I have committed in my life. No one could change me." When he hears this, the ghost of the present takes him to his old life, when he was human and alive. He says, "Hey, I was such a bad person too. Look where I am today. You can become a good person if you want to." There comes the ghost boss. He says, "You can't take Clint into an office like this. If you want to make him better, make him a good person. Then you have to try it yourself." After all that, Clint woke up from his slumber. Eyes are opening in his house. That means this was all his dream. In the dream, he wandered with the ghost of the present. A Christmas party was held at his house. All his friends were there. The ghost of the present arrives as well, taking Clint with him as he flies into the air with him. But then they come to his house again. No one saw him now. The ghost of the present tells him about the stories of his friends. They made fun of him. His assistant, who saw the spirit of the present, was also there. Clint says into the ghost's ear, "Okay, so you like my assistant. That's why you came in front of her like this. She is able to see you." The ghost of the present brings Clint to the spot. Where is the boy that made this video famous? That he says negative things about the homeless. Now he fed those people. These people will make a video of it and put it on the internet. Afterwards, the ghost of the present takes him to his brother and sister's daughter. Sister's daughter posts video with boy. It was about saying negative things about homeless people, reports the internet. And it went viral too. Clint tells the ghost there, "That boy said a lot of wrong things back then." He says he was only 11 years old at the time, and he was immature. That's why he doesn't deserve punishment. Therefore, the ghost of the present takes Clint into his memories, when his sister was about to die, and she told Clint to take care of her daughter. But he gave this job to his younger brother and left from there. Clint breaks down in tears after all of this, that his sister gave him the last job, which he didn't finish. Seeing all this, says the spirit of the present, "My work is done. Now the future spirit will come to you." Then his boss comes to take the ghost of the present. Clint tells him on the way, "I think you should quit this job now." He also agrees with Clint. Now the current ghost boss gives him a glowing dial. He says, "Take it. You've done all your work. You can go to Earth among people." In the next scene, we are shown Clint's house. The specter of the present was there with him, who now became a man. There was a Christmas party at Clint's house. The future ghost comes to take him. He shows Clint his future life. He sees his future and his future life. Because of the video of the boy going viral, he took his own life. He realizes that he will be the cause of a lot of problems. He quickly runs away from there. He wanted to stop his sister's daughter. Then the future ghost grabs him. Then Clint sees his age, in which he died of a heart attack. After showing all this, the future spirit throws him back to Earth. Once it arrives, it goes to the spirit of the present, who now became a man. He says, "We have to stop my sister's daughter soon." By putting that video on the internet, they both quickly run away. His sister's daughter there, who was going to post the video on the internet, but she herself changes her mind, which makes Clint very happy. When he sees the ghost of the presence, he says that you have changed. You will be a good person. But Clint says, "No, I'm still the same." The ghost gets angry with him and leaves. And to die again, he comes in front of the bus. But Clint pushes him and saves him. The spirit of the present tells him, "I told you you changed." Then time stops. Then all the ghosts will come there. The spirit of the present tells him, "You put your life in danger to save mine. You have to believe that you have really changed." Then time starts again. Clint was actually hit by a bus, and he dies. Clint's soul came out, which the spirit of the present could not see, because he became human. Ghost's boss comes in and tells Clint, "Your time is here." Clint's sister's soul is there, who came to take him from there, and he takes Clint with him. We are shown at the end of the film that Clint has now become the ghost of the present, and his sister was also on his team. One day, Clint meets the ghost of the present on Earth, who became human, who married Clint's assistant, and he lived with his children. Now Clint turns bad guys into good guys. This is how the movie recap ends.